Hi, everybody. My name is Rafa Lombardino, and this is Translation Confessional. Before we get started, let me tell you a bit about Cave Day, which leads group-focused sessions for a worldwide community every day on Zoom. As translators, we were already used to working from home. However, since the COVID-19 pandemic hit, our home office has not quite been the same, has it? Maybe your roommate or spouse is working from home too, and your kids may be having distance learning sessions during the day. Between that and our phones, emails, texts, chats, notifications, cravings, feelings, many of us are having a hard time focusing. But in order to do our work and meet our deadlines, we need to find a way to hit the flow state. Cave Day is like a group fitness class, but for work. A trained guide leads check-ins, deep work sprints, and energizing breaks. Cave Day members say that they can get 2.5 times more work done while they're inside the cave, and many finish their entire day's work in only 4 hours. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could avoid distractions, stop procrastinating, and get all our translation projects done in a half day's work? What would you do with the rest of your day after you had a chance to become focused and productive that way? If you want to find out, join the world's most focused community. Translation Confessional listeners can try a free 3-hour session inside the cave. Visit caveday.org using the promo code TRANSLATION, all caps, and become more focused and productive today. Finding matches and repetitions. Today, I'm wrapping up this first 5-episode series featuring some basic aspects of CAT tools. If you haven't listened to the last 4 episodes yet, check them out to get a broad idea of what CAT tools are all about, know what you must keep in mind when setting up your translation memories, learn why terminology databases are crucial to ensure consistency and cut down your researching time, and figure out why tags are actually important to make sure your translation is formatted just like the original document. And don't forget to check the link I left here for you so you can watch some short videos that explain how CAT tools are extremely helpful for people like us who translate day in and day out. The topic I wanted to focus on today is what matches and repetitions actually are. If you don't work with CAT tools on a regular basis, you may have heard these terms thrown around before, but you have no idea how they actually work, right? One misconception about matches and repetitions is that CAT tools analyze a document at the word level. So some people may have thought that every time high-frequency words like and, or, this, that show up in a document, the CAT tool will count them as repetitions. No, that's not how it works. CAT tools actually analyze a document at the segment level. That is, CATs compare sentences, titles, headers, and captions as complete text units, not the individual words themselves. Having said that, if you translate a sentence like, "Today is March 11, 2021, and record your translation in the CAT tool, and then come across "Today is March 18, 2021 in another document in the near future, that is, while using the same translation memory, the CAT tool will see those two sentences as 80% similar because only one item changed between them, the day. Now, if you have a translation for "Today is March 11, 2021 already recorded on your TM, and next year you need to translate "Today is March 1st, 2022 then the CAT tool would indicate that those two sentences are 60% similar because 3 out of 5 words are identical. Whenever a CAT tool finds these similarities, it will remind you how you translated a sentence in the past, so you can adapt your old translation according to the current information. Now, there is one crucial thing to make sure the CAT tool will indeed find matches between your old work and the new document you have to translate. You must be using the same translation memory. As I mentioned in episode 7, Translation Memory Management, TMs are like a notebook where you write down your translations. If you don't tell your CAT where you originally wrote down your translation, how will it be able to retrieve that information for you? So, if you have a translation memory dedicated to a client you work with on a regular basis, and you always select that TM when working on a new translation request you receive from them, the CAT tool will be able to compare the current segments with your past work and show you potential matches, not only to help you with your memory, but also to keep your work consistent throughout a long-term collaboration. When it comes to repetitions, these are segments that appear more than once within the same file or set of files you're currently working on. And that's how they're different from matches. Repetitions are identified in the project you have in front of you right now. Matches are pulled from your legacy material. That is, what you've recorded into your translation memory while working on another project in the past. I can assure you that using a CAT tool to show you matches and repetitions will definitely put a smile on your face because it makes your work so much easier and it cuts down the time you would have to spend tracking down old files to avoid doing the same work multiple times. Now, there is a controversial side to this whole story about matches and repetitions, and I'll tell you all about it right after this. Before we continue, I wanted to tell you a bit about SWORDFISH. I have been using it as my main CAT tool since 2008, and it has really helped me improve my productivity as a translator. I like the fact that SWORDFISH is a cross-platform CAT tool, which means that you can use it on a Windows or Mac computer or even in Linux, like me. Version 4 just came out, and I'm blown away by how streamlined the entire process has become. I've noticed that the response time is much faster. If you'd like to give SWORDFISH a try, go to this webpage, bit.ly/tc-swordfish. Once again, the webpage is bit.ly/tc-swordfish, SWORDFISH. Hope you like it. The reason why matches and repetitions can be controversial in the translation world is that clients who are familiar with CAT tools, that is, mostly translation agencies, will probably ask you for a discount. In other words, because they know that you have to make less of an effort to translate 5,000 words, if there are 2,000 matches and 1,000 repetitions in that project, they will want to save money and not pay you for all those 5,000 words, saying that you should only charge a full price over the 2,000 words that are considered brand new. I don't know about you, but I'm not a math person at all, and it gets overwhelming when clients ask me about percentages such as 10% off for 75% matches or 50% off for 90% matches. I just don't do well with numbers. So I pretty much say that I charge my full price for what's considered new words. Then I charge a little less for the so-called fuzzy matches, meaning anything that is 50% to 99% similar to my past translations, and then I charge a little less than that when it comes to repetitions or 100% matches. That is, material within my current translation project that is completely identical to what I worked on for that client before. Now, you can tell clients you don't give discounts, but translation agencies will most likely look somewhere else if you don't play by their rules. That's just the sad truth. However, when it comes to end clients who don't know what CAT tools are and could end up mistaking them for machine translation, you're in no obligation to tell them the ins and outs of translation or point out that there are matches and repetitions in their material. Considering that, you can charge them your full price and balance out the agency clients to whom you do give discounts. For a few weeks here at Translation Confessional, I'm highlighting some other aspects of CAT tools because I don't want to overload anyone with too much technical information in a single episode. I'm also brainstorming an online session about it with some video demos, so stay tuned for upcoming newsflash episodes here. If you already use a CAT tool, I'm curious to know what your experience has been like. Send me a message or leave a voicemail telling me what program you use and what you like about it. Now, if you're a translator and haven't tried out a CAT tool yet, I highly recommend that you take advantage of 30-day free trials offered by many CAT tools out there, so you can get an idea of what they're all about, whether you're translating technical documents or more creative content. I'm sure a CAT will come in handy and you'll see a boost of productivity once you come to the top of your steep learning curve. Send me an email at rlombardino@wordawareness.com or leave a voice message on my Anchor page. If I get enough feedback and voice messages, I can go back to the subject and post a special podcast episode with everyone's opinion on this very same theme. By the way, my Anchor page is anchor.fm/translation-confessional. I look forward to hearing from you. Stay tuned for weekly episodes and subscribe to Translation Confessional through your favorite podcast app.